Hi everybody, Mia T-Rex here, and this is my friend the Coleus. I just wanted to share this with you today here, have him in the video. This is one of my favorite and most beautiful plants that I've been growing this summer. I'm spending a little bit of time out on my porch today, just relaxing. I've been having a really rough time lately with seizures and just not having enough energy because of that. And day after tomorrow I'm going to see my neurosurgeon, and he's going to reveal to me what kind of surgery I get to have and when. Anyways, let's get to the point. A lot of you have been asking me to make a video of things that I eat in a day, or just showing a menu of things that I typically eat. One of the problems, one of the reasons I don't make more videos about what I eat and showing my food is because sometimes I post pictures of my food on Facebook and people ask for the recipes, and that's really difficult for me because ever since almost the start of this I've been acquainted with Andy Williams, who is who I live with right now in this house, and he has taught me a lot of what I know about raw foods. And as a result, I've got a lot of his recipes. He is amazing. I call him a savant raw chef. This guy can dream up flavors in his head. You can watch him do it. And he can just like put together different flavors. You can tell he's tasting them in his head. And he can just make recipes in his head. And he can put together these amazing dishes without even tasting them and serving them to people. And I think he did that with a raw Chinese dinner, complete with fortune cookies, with fortunes in them. He made this whole extravagant Chinese dinner that was all raw vegan, and he didn't even taste it, and everybody said it was just amazing. So I always say with Andy's food, it's not just food, it's like an experience. It's like a feeling. It's really is amazing. And these are his special recipes that I have. And he is planning on making a recipe book for not only foods, but also juice. And so if I share these recipes, these aren't my recipes to share. Most of the stuff that's special stuff that I eat, besides just whole foods like fruits and vegetables, and some of the stuff I already know how to make, you know, besides the cooked foods, all of these recipes are Andy Williams, and I can't just give those away because I'll totally ruin any plans that he has for a cookbook. So see, that puts me in a really awkward position because it's a bummer. I can't share any of the raw food recipes that I eat, so it is killing me to keep this all under my hat. So that being said, I will tell you the things that I do eat. I just can't give you the recipes to them. You're probably going to be able to look online and find raw food recipes that are similar. One of the things that I eat a lot of as a raw foodist, and I'm not 100% raw, most of the food I eat is raw. I do eat cooked food, like potatoes and sweet potatoes and yams. I eat steamed broccoli sometimes. You know, sometimes I'll do other cooked things, or I'll go out to eat something that is cooked. But I try to make it rare because I think that everything you put in your body is regenerating your cells, and I want the best possible ingredients because I need the best possible chance to improve my health as much as possible because, as you know, if you follow me, and I have a lot of challenges in my life as far as my spinal degeneration and my herniated discs and my seizures and all that stuff. Right now I'm really struggling. So I'm trying to be as healthy as I can, and I've had enough problems in my life, in my past, with not taking care of myself that now I really have to kind of catch up. So a lot of what I eat is bananas. I eat a lot of bananas. There is something to be said about the nutrition of a banana. It is amazing. I eat tons of bananas, and I have a Safeway near my house who, I don't know why, but they order insane amounts of both organic and regular bananas. And so their bananas go bad a lot. Well, what they call bad. What I call perfect. is the brown spotty banana, where all the starches that aren't that easy to digest have turned into sugars which are easily digestible, and all of the wonderful properties of the banana are released in this state. And so the only kind of bananas I will eat is brown spotty bananas, and they are fantastic. I love the flavor. A lot of people don't like their banana spotty, but if you want to get the best nutritional value out of it, you want to have a spotty banana. So what I do is I bring a whole bunch of them home, and I peel them, and I stick them in giant Ziploc bags, and then I freeze them. And I write my name Mia on them, because mine are separate from Andy's. Andy just throws the whole banana in there, bruise and all. I don't do that. My bananas have to be perfect. No brown spots. No blemishes whatsoever. I break off pieces and throw them away if they're not perfect. I am so particular about my food. Anyways, the bananas that I have are made into smoothies. Today, for instance, I had 16 ounces of strawberries cut up with 3 bananas in a smoothie. And I mixed that up, and man, was that good. It was like a strawberry milkshake. The other thing that I make is smoothies with raw fresh spinach and frozen organic blueberries. I have a ton of those. I got lucky and got a deal. And bananas. So I love doing that on a regular basis. And the NutriBullet, I love my NutriBullet so much. If you don't have one, you should get one. I have the Pro. It's so awesome. Also, another useful tool when you are a raw vegan or you're juicing and you're trying to eat healthy, a Vitamix. They're costly, but they have a huge warranty, and they are so much better than anything else. If you want to be a real pro, the Vitamix is the way to go. Okay, so the other thing I make is what I call nice cream, because it's not made out of dairy, which we all know these days is super cruel to cows and calves. That's another story, but I call it nice cream. Make it all out of bananas, and I don't use milk. I don't use even soy milk or coconut milk or anything. I just use water, a little bit of water, a whole bunch of bananas, and you can put cherries in it, or you can put raw cacao powder and dates, medjool dates. Use your imagination and put anything you want to into this nice cream, and guess what? You're benefiting your body and you're not going to get fat. It's going to be beneficial to you, and you can eat this stuff for breakfast every day if you want to. It's good for you. I make a lot of stuff like that, but I also eat a lot of salads, and I eat a lot of whole, fresh, raw foods. I enjoy eating fruit quite a bit. I like eating raw broccoli, raw cauliflower. I like eating strawberries, any kind of berries. I like foraging for blackberries outside in the summertime. I like picking cherry tomatoes out of my garden. I like going to the store and getting figs. I like mame sapote. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's good. It's MAMEY SAPOTE. And it is one of the kings of fruit, I swear. I enjoy melons a lot. Watermelon, cantaloupe are my favorites. I like to make juice out of those too. And while I'm eating raw and I'm eating vegan, I always make sure to drink a lot of juice as well. This morning I had a huge green juice, and it was super good. It had kale from my garden, a huge amount of kale from my garden. Talk about a good juice. Man, if you pick that stuff and just juice it right away, it's a huge difference from the stuff at the store. I highly recommend growing kale in your garden. It's easy to grow, grows fast, and it keeps growing all the way into fall and sometimes winter. I've had kale make it through the entire year and come back in the summer, and it is so sweet. When I'm not eating my favorites like figs and mandarin oranges and sumo oranges and apples, opal apples are the best for me, and fruit salads and all kinds of fresh fruits and vegetables, raw, just in my hand. Avocados too, I love avocados. When I'm not doing that, then I eat, on occasion, not all the time or every day, Andy's recipes. One of the things I eat that are Andy's recipes that I use a lot is kale salad, cabbage, salad, which he has a Mexican spicy cabbage salad recipe, and then he also has a Thai cabbage salad that's really good, that tastes like pad Thai. It is so good. Don't worry if you think these recipes sound good, because someday, not yet, because we're going through so many issues right now. You know, my medical issues, and just the list goes on and on and on. And it really keeps us from writing books and making videos and advancing and making websites that I need to put up, and providing more coaching and all the things that I want to do in the future. You know, I'm having trouble doing those things because I have to wait for surgery, and we have to wait for other things so we can conquer all these challenges. But once that happens, we'll have recipe books, and they'll be for food and juice. So stay tuned, because that really will come. I've been saying it for over a year now. So sorry. Okay, so here's some of the foods that I've had that Andy makes for me, or teaches me so that I can make them myself. And before I get started with that, I'm going to tell you, we use a dehydrator. It's like cooking your food, but we keep it at 115 degrees or less. That's how we do it. It warms the food. It makes it nice and warm, not hot, not steaming hot, it's just warm. It softens the food, it dehydrates the food, depending on how long you put it in there for. So when you're a raw foodist, it's not like you don't get warm things. You can still make nice soups in the Vitamix, or you can dehydrate things and warm things in the dehydrator. So very misleading, the term raw. You may not realize what it really means. I already mentioned the Thai cabbage salad and the Mexican cabbage salad that he makes, but there's also something that he calls dehydrated kale chips. Well, I call it crusted kill, because we coat this breading stuff almost. It's like a cheese sauce that he makes. Yes, it's vegan. Yes, it's raw. It's just like nacho cheese. It's like we're making Doritos out of kale chips. We take huge pieces of kale, thick leafy kale, and we just dip it in this. We just coat it in it, and then we dehydrate it, and it comes out just like a giant Dorito. It is so good. And guess what? It's not bad for you like Doritos. It's good for you. It's actually good for you. Now it is using some things in the recipe that can be a little fattening if you eat too much of it, so you gotta kind of take it easy. But if you make a whole dehydrator with, you know, I don't know, 6-8 racks of kale chips, they're going to be gone, I guarantee. And good luck getting somebody to share them. Because they're that good, okay? You need to be sitting down to eat them, or you might just, like, fall over. If you've never heard of kohlrabi, it's kind of like a white beet with stems shooting out all around it. It's a little bit expensive, and it's a little bit seasonal, I think. But kohlrabi is really good. He makes a nice kohlrabi salad. I call it like a passion salad. My God, if you want to impress somebody, this kohlrabi salad is just to die for. It is amazing. He makes sandwiches on this onion bread. He makes this onion bread in the dehydrator, and it's full of onions, and it is soft and warm and just moist, and it's just really good bread. He cuts it into squares that are sandwich size and makes sandwiches out of it. And let me tell you, I'd rather eat that than any normal bread any day. The only thing about raw food is it takes time to make things in a dehydrator. You really have to take a lot of time to dehydrate things. Sometimes like overnight or 15 hours. And it definitely teaches you patience, which you do need to have anyways with your food. You need to be making all your own food anyways, so. The kind of sandwiches, though, that he makes out of this, I've seen him make imitation tuna sandwiches that are vegan and raw, and man, they're just like tuna. It's just like a tuna sandwich. It is so good. We've made barbecue pork sandwiches, which are just like barbecue pork. I mean, you really might not know the difference. We've made raw tacos out of like fresh sweet corn, making our own corn tortillas, and making the same kind of fake meat to put in there with like a taco seasoning. Really, really amazing. That's one of my favorite things. I always look forward to summer when we can get organic corn and make these corn tortillas. It's just, raw burrito wraps too. We make raw burritos and we use collard greens for the tortillas. Really, really good. We can use walnuts or different kinds of nuts and seasonings for the filling. With other things, you can use your imagination for the fillings for a burrito. You can also make a raw vegan cheese sauce and put it in the burrito too if you like cheese. There's different kinds of soups too. I've had corn chowder, which has a whole bunch of different vegetables in it. Oh my god, that's good. Cheesy broccoli. Also a tomato soup that's really good. Like I said before, he's made Chinese dinners, raw lasagna, raw ravioli, which he calls ravioli, and desserts like cheesecakes that are every bit as good as a regular cheesecake. You're making it cruelty-free without dairy, and I know it doesn't sound real, but this cheesecake is every bit as rich, heavy, and filling, and fattening as a dairy cheesecake. So, and it is raw too, so that's good. Raw foods have live enzymes, you need that. That's really good for your health. So we've made cookies and, you know, you name it. Ice cream cones, he's made ice cream cones in the Dehydrator and put ice cream, nice cream in there. I mean, it just goes on and on and on, and I just want to share all these wonderful things that I eat with you guys. I don't pay particular attention to which vitamins and minerals are in which foods, and I don't meter my food out and make sure that I get enough protein. I don't need to worry about getting enough vitamins and minerals because I juice quite often. I do juice fasts, which give me plenty of vitamins and minerals. I have had my blood work done. I've been at this on and off juice fasting almost more often than not for last 4 years, and I've been doing really, really well. Nutrition is just not an issue, and protein is the big myth that, you know, you can't get enough nutrition and protein. Well, being raw vegan, it's not the most popular thing in the world. You know, we belong to groups with people who like raw vegan food, and so we'll host little get-togethers and potlucks at our house, and that's really nice, you know. But I mean, as far as like everyday society, when you talk to most people, you know, we're the odd ones out, or we're the evil militant vegans, and you know, so I don't talk about that a lot because I like to be more active with juice fasting because I think that's a good doorway to better health and really analyzing your diet and trying to maybe switch it up to a plant-based diet after you do a juice fast, because I think people realize a lot of things like that. So that's the kind of things that I eat, and I don't eat on a schedule. I don't eat 3 times a day. I think that's a ridiculous myth that humans have perpetuated. A lot of times I don't eat when I first get up. I wait a while. Sometimes I'll have a juice first thing in the morning. Sometimes I'll have a smoothie. I eat what I want, when I want. And when I go to the store, I look at the produce section, and whatever looks interesting or delicious to me, I'll just buy that. So, you know, when I think about food and I think about what sounds good to me, that's what I get. So I try to kind of mix it up. And sometimes I'll get on like these things where I just want watermelon for like 2 or 3 days, and that's what I do. Or I'll just drink coconut water all day and I won't eat anything, you know? Everybody's like, ooh, it's so dangerous. You have to make sure you get 3 square meals a day, and, you know, you have to make sure that you get enough nutrients and stuff. I mean, be careful, of course. Make sure you're eating a lot of food and stuff, but I mean, don't eat bad food. You should be more worried about eating bad food than anything. And, you know, you should just be sensible and logical. And, I mean, by all means, go get physicals and get your blood work done every now and then and make sure you got enough of everything. And be mindful if you're on a juice fast for more than 30 or 60 days. Take a multivitamin, a good vegan multivitamin, you know, and when you get off juice fasts, take you know, the probiotics for your system to make sure that you have plenty of that in your intestinal system so that you can digest your food good. And, you know, just always err on the side of caution, but I mean, don't get overly freaked out about protein and stuff like that. That is just, it's ridiculous, and it's a wonderful thing. You'll feel so much better if you eat a plant-based diet. I do. I had so much problems with everything before I went to a plant-based diet and before I started juice fasting, and it's like I'm a different person now. I always tell people, even though I have spinal stenosis and I have my nerves pinched and I have herniated discs and, you know, I have seizures and I'm totally all messed up, I am the healthiest sick person that I know. See? And that says a lot. If I were 245 pounds still, and if I were eating all of the garbage that I was eating before, I would not be this vibrant and this healthy, and, you know, have eyes this white and skin this healthy, and honestly, I probably wouldn't be able to walk as good as I do and get around. I mean, I really have the edge doing what I'm doing, and I want to help you guys have that edge too. And so I'm really happy to share all of this information with you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to make comments below, or comment on my juicing page on Facebook. That's Juicing for the Win, Juicing FTW. So please feel free to post on the wall there. Personal messages are disabled right now because I just can't handle the load. I'm so messed up all the time and so fatigued. But I still go on my page and I look at the wall, and I will answer your questions there if you want to post things. I'm here to help, and I'm here to do it for free. I just really want people to experience the awesome health that I have discovered through the magic of fruits and vegetables, nature's way of giving you medicine and fortifying your body against disease. It's just no use without juice. Remember, I'm doing it, and you can too.